Are you a newbie self-publisher looking for the first best steps coming into this business? Would you like to know how simple it is to publish a book that becomes a bestseller in its first few weeks? Then you'll want to meet my good friend and fellow supporter of this channel, William May. He's a newbie self-publisher who has a mission and a purpose that just may resonate with those of you new to self-publishing. Stick around. Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale, and if you want to master DIY publishing, then subscribe and turn on your notifications for all the latest videos. Today I'm excited to share a new self-publisher's story. He'll talk about in the video how new he is to the business, why self-publishing works for him, and what he's accomplished in the first few weeks he's been in. His name is William J. May, an experienced real estate agent in Southern California. With the success of his YouTube channel, he decided to take the time to write his first book. Find out how William wrote his first book while carrying 2 jobs, what he did to get it published efficiently, and what are his next steps to ride the wave of success he's had thus far. Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'm really happy to have a new guest and something new. I'd like to say that he's starting off is going to be a self-publishing series, not just based on industry experts, but today I got a newbie self-publisher in, William J. May. William, what's shaking, man? How you doing?
Well, hey, what's up, Dale? How you doing today? I'm honored to be on your show, man.
Fantastic, man. I know you've been commenting on my videos for quite some time, and you and I have been kind of jib-jabbing. How long has it been that you've been loosely following me?
I think it's about like 2.5 to 3 months, and man, it's a whole lot of content on the web, but it's like we clicked, from your videos, and it's like you're a brother from another mother, and you just took me under your wing, gave me some advice. The last 3 months I've been writing my book, and with your help and your expertise and the stuff, I think you have a course coming out that you schooled me on. It helped me launch my book, and it's #1 on Amazon thanks to you.
Dude, do I need to even conduct an interview? You said everything you need to about me, so that's
oops.
Done deal.
I got a little bombshell in a few minutes for you.
Excellent. And hopefully we'll unveil that as we kind of go through that, or at least cover it up towards the end. So there's a good reason why I wanted to bring you on, because I think that the work that you've accomplished in the little time that you've done it in speaks volumes with how much you can accomplish with so little resources in not only time, but in finances. And hopefully, like I said, we'll uncover that as we go along. But before we get to that, man, I want you to kind of tell me just a little bit about yourself. I kind of covered a little bit here before we jumped into our interview, but tell me the Reader's Digest version of who are you? What's been your little bit of your past, and why are we here today?
Well, my name is William May with Century 21. I'm here in my office out here in Torrance, California. I'm a successful real estate agent. I've been in real estate for 6.5 years. Right now is real tight inventory for homes right now. If you're working with buyers, you're getting multiple offers. If I'm a listing specialist, so mainly what that means is I generally sell houses. I don't work with buyers too much unless my client sells their home, and then I help them purchase a new home, but I mainly work with sellers. And right now it's a buyer and seller's market with the low interest rates and the low inventory is just a perfect storm. It's just crazy right now. So I wanted to subsidize my income, and I wanted to put out information out there to new and existing agents that I thought was helpful, that things I've learned in my experience in real estate. So I put out the book, Top 10 Expired Objections. If you're not really in real estate, you're not going to get it. But people that's in real estate, they'd be like, what? Oh, I got to get that. I think that's one of the reasons why it's doing okay.
How long have you been in the real estate business for now?
About 6.5 years.
Oh, nice. So you're definitely a veteran in the business.
Yes.
Tremendous. What got you into real estate originally?
Man, ever since I was in high school, I wanted to get into real estate. I always loved real estate. It was a guru called Carlton Sheets, And it's like you wake up in the middle of the night and see his like advertisements. I think he's one of the gurus back in the 80s that didn't go to jail. He's still out kicking it and selling real estate or
That's a
things like
good
that.
person to follow.
Yeah, so I've always tried to get into real estate,
Yeah.
but different things, life got in the way.
Yeah.
But when the economy really hit, I had a school bus company. I had 3 buses,
Wow.
and LA Unified was almost going into bankruptcy. They owe me like $50,000,
Oh,
and it was just crazy. It was going through a divorce, and I was like, "Hey, this is a perfect time to go into real estate." So I sold my company, went into real estate, and it was just the grace of God that I was able to focus, pass my real estate test on the first try, and get into the business.
wow.
My broker, David Sharon and Carlton Wustein, they was very supportive. And my first year, the average agent sells 2 to 3 homes a year. In my first year, I sold 6 properties, and that's a feat in LA.
What do you attribute to your success? Because I know that you're a very personable guy. Do you think that has something to do with it?
Yeah, I think so. Also, my belief in God and the Lord Jesus Christ, and do unto others as you wish them to do unto you. So I
Yeah.
always try to come to help people.
Yeah.
Also, too, during the foreclosure crisis, I almost lost my home. I had a gang of equity. Everybody else was going 2 or 3 years before the bank was going into foreclosure. But me, I had equity. They will try to snatch it. I was able to get refinanced. And with that experience, it humbled me because when I was getting in real estate, I was like, yeah, I'm going to snatch up all these foreclosures. I
Oh,
didn't understand foreclosures come with a family. And back then, it's
yeah.
like, I don't know about your neck of the words, but out here, during the height of the foreclosure crisis, you going down different blocks, you seeing people's stuff out in the street. You
Yep.
see families out on the street, and that broke my heart. Now, since I'm in real estate, I'm on the other side of the fence. When I see people like I farm in Inglewood in LA, when I see people going to pre-foreclosure, I send them information so I could try to help them because I was in that spot, and I'm humbled. And I think the grace of God is like put me in a position to help other people, and that's what I try to do.
Man, that's quite a mission statement, man. And that's going to speak volumes, hopefully, to some of the viewers that are watching this, that you have a higher purpose. You are going
Hmm.
for something much greater than just a paycheck at this point. And that's awesome.
Right.
I really love that. That speaks a lot. So why self-publishing? What happened? What was it? I know you didn't just watch one of my videos and were like, I'm going to publish a book.
Hey, Dale got an idea. No, well, I got to give the credit to one of my best buds, my buddy Jason Morris.
Okay.
He's a real estate agent out there in Myrtle Beach, and he started a Facebook forum called Real Estate Agents That Really Work. And I'm
Yeah.
the admin of his group. I help him manage it and stuff. But this guy is killing it. It's like like my first year I did 6. He's doing over like 50 to 80 transactions, but mainly with for sale by owners. And he's branching out into other streams of income, mobile homes, different things. He's coaching, but me and him was talking, and he launched 2 books. Uh, One is 53 strategies to get more listings. The other one, for sale by owner master. And he was like, "Hey, I'm making a little bit of income. This probably can help you a little bit in between your listings, your closed sales."
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, hey, what's written about real estate has always already been out there."
Yeah.
And he told me, "Have you ever subscribed to Men's Health?" I'm like, "Yeah, I probably got a stack of Men's Health books right now." He's like, "Have you ever noticed that they're always doing, lose your gut in 30 days or lose your gut in 60 days or
Yep.
how many push-ups can you do?" Well, they're regurgitating the same thing, but they're putting it in a different author style. That's the same with
Yep.
with books. And you are in a market where other agents could, you can help other agents with your knowledge. And I was like, okay. I
Yeah.
was like, well, hey, I don't know how to write that well. I barely could graduate high school, but I'm going to give it a try because my father always told me I could do anything as long as I put my mind to it and have faith in God that he's going to take care of me. And mainly, I wrote the book dictating it. I didn't find out that there was different programs out there for dictating your book until after I was just about finished with my book.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
How did you
that's
dictate, if you don't mind me asking?
well, I probably dictated it the hard way. I
Okay.
used Google Docs, so they have like a little speaker. So I
Okay.
had my iPad or my phone, and when different ideas came to me on different chapters, then I would dictate that chapter, and then I would probably go home later and fine tune it. But that's basically how I did it. I have naturally dragon speaking, yeah, the dragon,
Yeah.
but it's the older version, and
Yeah.
it's like I didn't want to upgrade it because I'm already using the Google Doc system.
I don't know if it was just me, but to me it just I've used Google Docs before, and
Right.
actually I had written a few books, a few fiction books that I sent to my wife through using Google Docs dictation, the voice to text. But in any event, I tried Dragon. I actually had picked up, I think, 12.5, which was supposed
Oh,
to be
okay.
one of the better versions. And the problem was that I just felt overwhelmed. Like there was just too much. You had to train your dragon, had to go through and read certain things, and after about an
Like
hour,
the Game of Thrones,
yeah,
train
I
your
just,
dragon.
yeah, after a while, I kind of found myself a bit frustrated and overwhelmed, and I was like, well, I just rather just do the voice dictation and then just go back and edit it later. Was that the same thing for you then? It was just ease of use.
Yeah, it's just the ease of use. Also, I heard that Dragon has in their newer version have a program where you can record audio,
Mhm.
upload it, and it transcribes it. You still have to police it a little bit,
Yeah.
but probably the next time I'm in the process of writing my second book, but maybe I'll upgrade to the newer version of Dragon and give it a shot.
Wonderful. Let me know how that works out. And if there's anybody watching this, by all means, let me know your experience on Dragon Naturally Speaking and any of the newer software, because I know I'm very tempted. I can type pretty fast. I can typically do anywhere from about like a 500 to 1,000 words per hour. It's not super fast, but that gets me enough content where I can be able to do that. But sometimes I am stymied in my own production of not just the
Right.
books, but inside video production, because I write scripts for most of my videos, as you know. And
Hmm.
if I can get Dragon Naturally Speaking, if it works really well, kind of like what you're saying, I definitely would love to kind of plug into that. Maybe I can leave an affiliate link down in the video description.
Get
uh,
paid.
all joking aside, so okay, you talked about how you made some of your content through the book. I need you to kind of take me through from point A to point Z here. How did you get your book up and on the market? So you talked about how you put it together. First of all, you said you got the idea due to a good friend and kind of a
Jason
mentor.
Morris. Yes.
Yeah, he kind of told you it was like just kind of getting some common things that real estate, um, what's the word? Real estate
Agents.
professionals, agents
Right.
are looking for. So, take me through the process of voice dictation to where you're at today, because obviously you're now officially a #1 best-selling author.
Well, thank you. Um, well, basically, he told me how he started his book. He wrote two books. I had to go on YouTube, try to find out the different ways to go promote a book. I bought a couple of courses. One, I can never remember his name, and he got a funny name. He's a mutual friend. Well, probably acquaintance to me, but one of your friends. He interviewed you before. Raja. He stays in Mexico.
Oh,
Um,
Emeka Osai?
Emeka, is that his name?
Emeka?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Emeka, that's it. Emeka, yeah.
Emeka's a good guy. I like him.
So I got his course, and I basically went on Fiverr, got my cover. I
Show that
went
cover,
to
man. I definitely I would love for people to kind of see this because it's a clean
yeah.
cover.
So Is it focused? I can't tell.
Just a little further up here, a little further
Yeah,
up. Bring it back. There we go.
there we go.
I'll leave it a link to this book too inside the video description. So anybody who wants to check it out, that'll be inside the video description. So you guys can have it.
Yeah, so I'm like, as you could see, different
look at
people.
you, man.
Yeah, I'm sending free copies out.
Great. And why would you send free copies out?
Just to promote the book. Different people. I don't know if this is ethical, but different people that left me a review. I was like, hey, I wanted to reward you. Here's a free copy. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And so I man of my word, I try to be.
Yeah, excellent. Most times what I try to do, instead of it sounds like you get the review and then you're sending out the copy. I go the other way around. I'll send those screener copies typically. But that's another video for another day. So that's another great marketing tip.
I got a quick question, Dale.
Yeah, sure. Fire away, man.
What is the name of your first book?
The name of my first book, you actually have it. It's the 3 Keys to Greater Health and Happiness. So, look at that. Oh my gosh, dude. That's tremendous. That's a thick book.
I think you changed the cover, right? You updated it. I was trying to get the first cover, but
good luck on that, man. I don't even own any.
On Amazon, you see the first cover, but when I got this one, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the cover. You probably updated it because you mentioned to Tim that you didn't like it.
Oh gosh, it was a terrible, terrible cover. Actually,
I challenged him to shave his eyebrows off.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. So take me a little bit further into the process. You started talking about getting the cover done through Fiverr. Okay, so what came next?
And I think getting the cover done. Matter of fact, I did a couple covers on different subjects, and I think the cover gives the book life, and it kind of like tells me a story. So I got the cover, and I started doing the introduction, and I just started just writing the book as it led me. It's kind of hard to say, but it was like each book is alive or something like that, and it talks to me. This one I'm currently working on is kind of like a mind bender because it is not as fluent as this past one was, but it's coming along.
Oh, that's tremendous. So you're already looking forward into your next venture then.
Right.
Wonderful.
I have this is just me, but I'm looking to see, what does my market would, need. And so I have different titles that's going to be coming out. So to build on that. So, I just want to help, other real estate agents don't have to go through the things I went through, because when I first got into business, you get bombarded with people wanting to sell you stuff and they're offering the magic bullet. And I was taking my first website cost me like maybe like $1,000, $1,500 to set up, and then it was like $500 a week. My broker was like, "No, you need to cut that off right now." And I was taking. I was like, "Hey, I thought this is what you need to do to be a real estate agent." So I just want to school other agents. It's like, hey, don't go for the magic bullet. You have to prospect, get on the phones for 3 to 4 hours, knock doors, belly to belly, face to face, if you want to earn the business from today's client.
Yeah, that's tremendous. Okay, so you got the cover, you put together the work. What came next before you hit the publish?
I had to find an editor, and you helped me with that. I got quotes for $600, $800, $1,200, $1,800. So.
And how big is your book again? Because it looks
it's
like
about
it's not too big.
About 11,000 words.
About 11,000 words. So it's probably about 60,
about
70 pages?
80 pages.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Kindle, I think it's like 55.
Wow, yeah. So you're getting quotes up to $1,800. Wow, and that's not to knock those editors. They're probably very high quality, high end editors. So what made you choose what you did use?
The editor that I used was highly recommended from you, so I jumped on it. The price was very reasonable. Did all the editing, formatting for me. Even hired her to work on my website to get that straightened out. WillieJMayEnterprises.com. It's still under construction a little bit, but you can go there and take a peek, look at the book. But in the next few weeks, it should be up and running.
Yeah, don't be afraid. You can say Ava's name because by the time this airs, the interview is going to be already up. So,
Right.
we're
And
talking about
thank you, Ava. I really appreciate you.
Yes, yes. So yeah, Ava's interview actually airs as of when we're recording this. It's going to be tomorrow, but when this
Oh,
airs,
okay.
it'll be
Okay.
last week. So, any event, wonderful, fantastic. So she went through, she edited it, she proofread it, she formatted it, and she was
Right.
able to kind of get you your website all together. So after
One man band, one woman band.
yeah. After you hit that publish, what came next? Because, dude, you shot.
Actually, she did.
She did. There you go. So she helped a little bit.
I don't know.
So from that point, I watched your book just explode because it's only been on the market for what, 2 weeks now?
Yes, 2.5 weeks. Yeah, I think Saturday is going to be 3 weeks.
3 weeks, tremendous, and it's still kicking butt because I think it's right around in the paid Kindle store, right about the 20,000 rank. I'm sure you'll correct me right now. You haven't looked
I'm still
lately,
learning.
have you?
You tell me not to go to the page. I just go to the page. I like to see that one,
Oh,
So
yeah.
this morning I checked. I was like number 1 in 2 categories, and the third category is number 4.
So, question: Did you load up your book with all 10 categories then?
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
If you said no, I was gonna be like, cut the recording.
Because you sent me a message. It's like, please tell me you have all 10 categories. I'm like, all 10 categories of what? And then you told me, and then you say, hey, you gotta, do your homework and see what, what's out there. So I did my homework, and I did the 10 categories for the Kindle and 10 categories for the book. And also, I think a major success, I have to, again, thank Jason Morris, because real estate agents that really work. I think he sent the post out yesterday that he was 16 members shy of 10,000 subscribers. So we probably hit that already, but the group is phenomenal. They help support my book. Also, I want to give thanks to Barino, Real Estate Raw Stars group. They've been supportive, and I quoted, Jason Morris wrote the foreword to my book. And Barino, he used to be out here in Southern California crushing it with expired listings. I've learned a lot from that man, and he has an expired list course for agents, Expired Plus. And I was like telling people in the book, this is, if you're looking for a course for expired system, this is a course to go to. So without that support, I don't think my book would have, it would just faded off into the sunset without a chirp.
You just didn't publish and pray. You really were very deliberate in making some good connections within the industry and networking and actually building solid relationships rather than publish and pray. Oh, hopefully it'll just work.
Right. I already had relationships with these people and other agents, and a lot of agents out there, they're like, oh, I'm a guru. In my book, I say, hey, I'm not a guru. I'm not a coach. I'm just letting you know what's helping me, because some people are saying, hey, I'm sold 50,000 houses and I'm making all this money. I'm like, hey, I'm struggling real estate agent just as you are, but I have a system. As long as you have a system, you'll be successful. So I'm just showing people what I'm going through and show them what I've learned to be successful, and that helps other people.
That speaks volumes, and this is something I've always kind of done as far as leading by example. For me, I don't find myself to be a guru. I don't find myself to be a expert or authority. That's why I've kind of just...
Well, I consider you as a mentor, because without your help, it's like it all pieces to the puzzle. Because if it wasn't for Jason, suggested me, hey, to write the book. If it wasn't for Barino, for me to learn the skills on actually calling expires and helping expires to get them sold, if it wasn't for you, to put the information out there, if it wasn't for Ava, to get all the pieces, all the pieces had to fit together perfectly for this to proceed, for me to go forward. And also, I just want to say, different times of my career, is like very difficult. And
Mhm.
I grew up in LA, South Central. My church is on 103rd and Grape in the middle of Watts. And an African American writing a book, that's almost unheard of in my, where I grew up. And ever since, I've been married 2 times, and this is my 3rd time with my wife Gwen. She's been very supportive, and it's like anytime I doubt myself, she gets right on me. She jumps on me. It's like, God don't like, doubt. That's a sin. But you could do anything through Christ Jesus. I was like, yes, I can. So
She
so
slapped
it
you into
all
gear.
comes together. And if it
Yeah.
wasn't for the support system and the things I went through and people like you,
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it.
That's tremendous, man. It speaks volumes that the work that you've done in so little of time. This is,
Mhm.
is just fantastic. I told you that you are what I consider the ideal, if not perfect, best case scenario when it comes to self-publishing, because a lot of people will go into this expecting that kind of a result where they're like,
Right.
I'm only selling a copy a day. What did I do wrong? And here you've at least set up a system. So going forward, I know you have plans after this book. What's coming next, and how do you plan on raising the bar? Because you've done a great job on this first book. How do you plan on going back to the well and hopefully duplicating, if not exceeding what you've done already?
Well, hey, it's a tough feat to pass what I've already accomplished. And it's
Yeah.
funny because different training programs and different people I talk to is like, oh, well, you don't expect anything from your first book. 9 times out of 10, your first book is going to be a flop.
Yeah.
So you can always build on it. It's going to be better. So since I had good success, it's like, it's like, okay, I'm going to have to, uh, you know, pump it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm working on my next book. Is what's the title of it? Um, Holiday prospecting for real estate agents for dollars. Um, I don't remember the book title offhand,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm working on next.
That is
But
tremendous, and it's gonna be a good evergreen product that people will probably come back to. You're gonna
right,
probably have a huge hit in the holiday season. It might kinda die down a little bit, but then it'll probably come back around again come
right,
every holiday season. So that right there is tremendous foresight. So, some of you folks, you're getting a little bit of 411 from my boy William here, because that is smart thinking. You're thinking ahead, and you're thinking a little bit outside the box, and with it being right now, the end of August, beginning of September, you're looking forward to quarter four. And I'm going
yeah.
to,
I'm trying to. Oh, I'm
for the
sorry.
record, quarter four is going to be the best time of year for you as a self-publisher. I'm going to tell you guys this right here. If you don't make more money this time of year than any other time, then you're doing something wrong.
Right,
Because
and
quarter
then
four is
also
big.
too, I lost my train of thought. Also too, is since I'm I'm an avid person, far as I love prospecting, I love meeting people.
Yeah.
So with this book, it was more enjoyable for me to write it when I was going through it,
Yeah.
and the different response. I'm getting different people calling me all over the country. It's like, hey man, I enjoyed your book, thank you, and so hey, make sure you write a review if you enjoy it. But that like I said, the next book is going to be holiday. The best case scenario for what you can do prospecting for the holidays,
Mhm.
and I'm going to door knocking. I got working on that. Cold calling. You know, the first half of this year, I did 100,000 dials, talked to 6,000 people.
Whew.
So I'm going to be um, doing a book on cold calling,
Okay.
and James Festini. He showed me how to you know, have like a double screen work, Mojo, and different things. Far as going deep in prospecting, James Festini helped me with that, and everything I've learned from different coaches and trainers to get business, I just want to help people and put it out there where they don't have to spend an arm and a leg, hiring a coach. I think the best thing to do is, you want to be a successful real estate agent, is hiring a coach. But if you don't have the funds, a book is a very inexpensive way to expound on your education.
That's so true, man. That is so true. All right. Well, hey, we're starting to get in towards the wrap-up phase.
Okay.
I need for you to what's one nugget that you've picked up over the past few weeks from your recent success that you've learned that you would like to share with this audience?
Just be persistent. Just like in real estate, you have to be persistent and consistent to succeed. And just get started. Jason Morris was like, hey, once you start, you'll be all right. And I started. So if I have a lot of people thinking about writing a book. I have one of my clients say, hey, I want to write a book about the story of my wife. And I told him, I was like, hey, I just finished my book. And it was around about the same time when Jason was telling me to write my book. Me and my client, I was doing my prospecting and I was following up with him. And he was talking about writing the book. And I was like, hey, get to it. I'm sending him a copy right now and say, hey, I finished my book. Here's my book. Get started. If you need any help, I won't charge you. I'll give you all the information that helped me get my book out there. And, so I can help people.
Man, that is really a great way for us to wrap up this. I can't really top that. That's tremendous. And I wholeheartedly agree. So, William, how do people get a hold of you?
Well, I'm a real estate agent out here in Los Angeles, California. You can give me a call at 310-800-1556, or you can go to Facebook at C. William May. Search Facebook, or you can go to my website at c21williammay.com if you're looking to sell your house or you need referrals across the country, or for my book and other books that's coming up, and t-shirts and hats and stuff, you can go to williejmayenterprises.com. It's new, so I'm still trying to get the feel of it.
A-okay, man. I really appreciate your time, your attention.
And man, thank you for allowing me to come on the show, and thank you for mentoring me along this process.
Hey, my pleasure. I really don't consider it mentoring. I consider it friendship, in which we can be able to share a little bit back and forth. And hopefully that the people that are watching this, the reason why I'm bringing William onto this show is not to kind of brag about somebody that I've worked with. I want to kind of show to you that it's not impossible for you to be a newbie self-publisher and really to get things going. And I hope that you're taking this specific lesson here from William and applying it to yourself, because this man wrote his book talking into an iPad, for crying out loud. He made it work. So that's why I really wanted to share it. So William, thank you very much for taking time out of your day. Have an awesome day over in your neck of the woods.
Hey, well, thank you. And if you want the book, just go to Amazon and search 10 expired objections. That's it. Top 10 expired objections on Amazon.
Tremendous, man. Thank you very much. Stick around after the recording. We're going to jib-jab.
All right, later.
That's it for today. Hey, if you enjoyed today's interview, then make sure you tune in next Friday when I talk to an experienced voiceover talent, radio personality, and ACX narrator. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you guys soon.